Alright, so I have a photograph here of a little rose gray Arabian that I will be using some digital techniques to give it a painterly look. It's not digital painting. Digital painting starts off as any traditional based painting would. It's hand drawn either digitally or on a piece of paper and then scanned in to the computer and painted using any digital program like Photoshop or Corel Painter. I like to call this, photo-based digital art. It starts off, background layer. I'm going to duplicate that layer. I'm going to play with the blending mode, put it on overlay, because I'm going to use a sharpening technique to kind of give it a color pencil drawn type look. So once it's on overlay, I'm going to go up to filter, which you can't really see off screen here, and click on other and run the high pass filter. And I have it on, my high pass filter is, I like it right here. It's 61.8, 60. There we go. So it kind of has like a color pencil type look. I can turn that sharpening mask off that I just created because I noticed that I've lost detail in the eye. So I'm going to use my eraser to bring that detail back out. And then I'm going to duplicate my layer again, my background layer, go up to my sharpening mask, and then let's see if you can see this better. Merge my sharpening mask down, and I'm going to call this my working image. I like to always keep the original base image on the bottom, so I always have that to go back to in case I make a mistake. Now I'm going to duplicate the layer again, and I'm going to play with shadow highlights. I'm going to bring that on. This you can kind of play with the shadows and the highlights. The goal is to make it look like a color pencil or pastel type image. So I like that for now. And turn it off, turn it on, because I did lose a lot of the white in this, so I need to bring that back. I'm going to grab my eraser again, and out of 14%, I'm just going to go in where the horse has a lot of gray. Okay. Let's see. There we go. I'm going to make my brush a little bit bigger. Basically, in this segment of the video, we are prepping the image and getting it ready for the transformation it's going to make into a more painted look. Let me see. I'm going to bring this one out. See the mane? I'm going to go in here. It's kind of a slow process. Bear with me. Okay, I'm going to merge that down into the working image. I'm going to duplicate it again, and I'm going to play with adjustments and levels. There's lighter, and then there's darker. Right now I'm paying attention to the background, not the horse. I don't care what happens to the horse right now. So I want to give the background enough richness and enough pop. And I have that dark. I'm going to go into vibrance, paying attention to the background, not the horse. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my eraser with a hardness of 61% and an opacity of around 60, 66, and I could apply a mask and just mask the horse out, but since it's going to be a painting, I'm not too worried about that. I just want enough oomph on the background to look painterly. Move that off. And I'm not even too worried about staying in the lines or in the form of the horse. It's okay if you run off a little bit. See that? And then I'm going to lower my opacity to about 20, and I'm just going to quickly just do a few strokes here and there in the background. Around the face. I'm not aiming for perfection right now. So, let's see how that goes. Alright, I'm going to take the fill and drop it just a little bit. Go in here. So this is going to be the base, more or less, for the painting that we're going to do. A few more touch-ups. Alright, so I got it to where I want it to be, so it's ready for its painted transformation. I'm going to go ahead and save this as a working PSD file, and then I'll bring it back up in the next segment of the video so you can see how we start transforming it into a painting.